Hello. I'm your host, Wayne Johnson. I just want to introduce you to our special guest, Mayor Shawn Lassiter. And our talk show is going to be Real Talk with the Mayor, Shawn Lassiter. And
Yes,
Mayor,
sir.
it's so good to have you on set today. And so
Glad to be here.
glad to be here. I'll tell you, and I'm glad to be here as well. So yesterday we were at a meeting at Davis Catfish, and I'll let the mayor talk a little bit about that. But what we want to do today is do a follow up on the 5 points that the mayor introduced once he came into office, and we just wanted to get an update on those 5 points. And we're going to talk about the 5 points, and we'll go into our real talk with the mayor today. And so the 5 points were healthcare, infrastructure, education, public safety, industry, and economic growth. And so, Mayor, just introduce yourself to our audience, and then you'll start after that. You'll start with that first one, healthcare.
Okay. Well, like I said, my name's Shawn Lassiter. I'm the newly elected mayor, and it's been quite different. Learned real quick that I couldn't just please everyone. I just knew I could. I knew I could. I do my best to do that.
Right, yeah.
But I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and these 5 topics you're talking about.
Right.
I can hit on some of them. I've covered a lot of ground in the council.
Yeah.
And also the community, the people in it, which matters. That means the world.
Yes,
So,
sir. They really do.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about that healthcare. We just hit those
Okay.
a little bit. Yeah.
We'll talk about the healthcare. So, what we're trying to do with the healthcare is we're trying to better manage it. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, you read the papers, you see what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of it I can't discuss, can't talk about.
Yes, sir.
But basically, what we're trying to do is, I would say, separate. Atmore is going to be a standalone entity,
Okay.
and Bruton will do their thing.
Okay. I got
Shared
you.
services.
Yeah.
We both agree, Bruton
Yeah.
and Atmore, that we separate and stand alone.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I just think right now we're seeking information that we need of the shared services,
I like
but
that.
we have to get this information to go forward. But
Yeah.
with the USA looking to manage the hospital for us,
Right.
I think when this all comes, we'll do
Wow.
well.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that already. Glory.
But that's been a lot of groundwork since
Yeah.
that's been going on. So
Well, okay. So, yeah. So, we got some updates here about healthcare. So, you heard it here. Our real talk with the mayor, Shawn Lassiter. And so, let's go into our second. We talked about healthcare. Let's go into talk about infrastructure.
the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I think that's the first thing I hit. First day.
Out the
First
gate.
day. So there's not pretty much, I would say at least 70% of the ditches in Atmore in the flood areas have been hit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Meaning we're trying to get drainage better, and it's working.
Right.
We've done over on McRae Street where the water's running
Yeah.
to come out to get the water out.
Okay.
And we've had not many hard rains, but they see it flowing now.
Right.
It's working better. A lot of grant money there as well.
Wow.
That's coming in.
Mhm.
That Chris Walker's worked very hard to secure, and Greg Bond.
That's all right.
So we got a lot more to go on that, but we're asking for a lot of money too.
Oh,
But
come
it
on
takes
now.
a lot of money.
It
Atmore, the way it was built, I
Yeah.
mean, basically,
Yeah.
it was a swamp.
Swamp. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it rains, it floods.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But we're just trying to make it better for everybody,
Yeah.
and everybody's worked with us to do it.
Do it. Right. Yeah. Seeing a problem and going after the problem to create a solution. So we had some guys. A truck was parked out front in the churchyard. I guess they've been out there for quite a while.
Right.
So the other day I pulled up. I said, "Hey, what y'all guys are doing?" And then that's what they were telling me. They were surveying all the areas
That's right.
for the drainage and to create a better system for this floodplain or whatever you want to call it. And I said, "Wow, that's awesome." So when he said that, I said, "Man, that was one of the points that the mayor brought up, infrastructure when he first got elected into office." So wow, that's great.
Well, we had a big public meeting on that. Public to come to see what it was about.
Yeah.
What they were going to try to do, lay out this big plan for us. This is what you guys need to do.
Yeah.
And trying to get this big money to do it, to make it happen.
Wow,
So the meeting went well. We had a big attendance, and
that was good.
and everybody was interested.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and that's what it takes: community involvement, community
right.
buy-in. And so when we do, we're all in this thing together.
Right.
So what affects Atmore affects the community. Yeah.
Affects
So
everybody.
we are all part of the same system, which is what we call a community.
That's right.
And I was telling the mayor, oh, so now we want to go from a community to a company of people. And so when a company, so you've been part of a great company or corporation. So here, our communities are built from the same place. They're built with people.
That's
They're
right.
built with families. They're built with trouble. They're built with a lot of issues that when we sit down, we can sit down and solve them.
Right.
And we was using the term before we start recording was KT, kitchen table.
Yeah.
And so we coined this phrase. What's the superintendent, the lady you was telling me about?
Dr. Collier?
Yeah. And so she gave me the kitchen table. I said kitchen table. So she gave me the phrase called kitchen table moment.
Okay.
So sometimes when we are going there, that moment that we are in, that moment that we are transitioning, doing things like I said, the healthcare infrastructure, and then we're moving forward. So we're in a moment of growth. We're in a moment of change. So I just thank God for your leadership. So
well, thank
wow,
you. Thank you
it's
so
awesome.
much.
So let's go into we're going to talk about education. Our third point. That third point that you
Education, that is by far my biggest hurdle,
yeah.
and meaning it's a county school.
Mhm.
So it's not the city,
Right.
it's the county. Just last 2 weeks ago, I had lunch with Principal Gill,
Mhm.
and she was kind of addressing what she needed to make this happen.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
basically, it's been said that we need teachers.
Mhm.
Teachers right now are not wanting to come here,
Right.
and a lot of it's due to money. What the state
It's paying.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's paying. So
Salary,
that's kind of tough when you got to the situation when it's got to come from Montgomery.
Right.
What you need to make this happen. This was before my time, about 6 months before my time. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
City of Atmore done a study on a city school. Everybody was talking about the city school.
Right.
Basically, city spent $60,000 on that study to figure out that they couldn't afford a city school at the time.
At the time, yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty pricey, yeah.
But everything, the school system, it drives everything. By far, it's the most important. It drives jobs coming here. Big jobs. That's the first thing I ask. Well, how's your school system?
Right.
And they want to see a good score on that.
Right. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so I think we got some challenges there. I think the school board does great. I think they do a great job.
Right.
It's just some other things missing.
Yeah. Huh? But when you said that, school system. So at the high school, where they had the football players with. Now we got a new facility.
That's right.
Yeah, and
That's nice.
it's yeah, and so when you pull up on the grounds of the high school now, when you see that facility.
That's right.
And so it creates a whole different image and dynamics about pulling up on
And
the
an
property.
attitude.
Yeah, it does, and it creates a wealth mentality, so to speak.
Right.
Because why? It's moving forward and say projecting. This is our mindset. This is some of the things that we accomplish, and this is what we look like going forward. And so then you go into the gym, and so the main auditorium in the high school. So you see changes there. You see things that are improving in this city.
Right.
And so it's like you say, we're moving forward, but
And, I'm sorry, I mean,
Go ahead.
the biggest thing, still to this day, just a couple weeks ago, teacher appreciation. We can't hit them all, but we went to the middle school, and I support the Yellow Hats.
Yeah.
And I think they do a good job with it.
Yeah.
And we cook for the teachers, try to do everything to be involved with them.
That's awesome.
Or anything they'll call and invite us to, or
Right,
me.
yeah. Mhm.
I'm there. They got my support.
Yes, sir. Mhm. Yeah, and I know they're getting more community involvement with
Right.
with leadership coming to the middle school. Yeah,
Yep.
I think Dad's on duty or something like that, Bernard Bishop,
Yep.
and so we're so grateful and thankful for their input
That's right.
for the community and for the things that they're doing. I think Kareem Reynolds and then Darren North and then these guys that are I think over by their church they got a facility. They just made they got a basketball course over there.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I was just watching it. It's for the little kids. You got a little short goal over there,
Right.
and so they're making contributions, and so we see leadership pulling together. We see transformational changes. We see things happening at the high school. We see things happening in the community.
Right.
That's making an impact visibility is everything. So when people see change and they see mindset of the people coming together as a community,
Right.
and now we're moving forward to becoming a company of
Right.
people,
Right.
and so we see mindsets, we see things that I hadn't seen in bringing our community together,
Right.
so we can grow. And then we were talking earlier about the impact of the new company that came to Bay Minette,
Novellas.
Novellas.
That's
And
right.
so here it's so close to Atmos, so you know it's impacting us.
It's going to trickle from
Yeah,
here. It'll trickle far
that's
as
right.
Andalusia.
That's right, because see, a lot of traffic is so much heavy traffic coming from Daphne, coming from Mobile, and
That's
so
right.
the people that want it, they're gonna move a little bit toward us.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? And so those rural areas and create some small subdivisions, so that way they can still you have access to their
Yep.
job, but not fight. There's so much traffic going in and out coming to work,
Yes.
and so it brings another great asset to our area and to our
Yeah.
environment. So it's a win-win for us. So change is I mean, infrastructure is changing. We see community involvement is changing, and we see buy-in. It's changing from a community perspective. From an
Right.
outsider looking in, that's what I see. And so hey, man, I'm glad we're talking about it today.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
sir. Yes, sir.
So let's go to we talked
Let,
about.
let, let me
Go ahead.
let's hit something else while
Mhm.
we on infrastructure.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the parks.
come on now.
All right.
Kudos,
The
kudos.
parks.
Yeah,
We done the dedication over here from Mayor Johnson
yeah,
at the Tom Burn Park,
yeah,
and both parks needed a facelift.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Now we got to tear it down before we build it.
Build it. Yeah, yeah.
But I want to give you just a little scope on it. What we got
Wow.
going on. We'll go over every day and look.
Yeah.
And basically, what we got is you're gonna have. We're doing the pavilion now.
Mhm.
Okay, we've got it pressure washed to paint.
Yeah.
We have a new roof.
Mhm.
We moved the sign, and we went in with concrete going around it. But that's not near about it. We're running irrigation to it,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and we'll have electrical there.
Yeah.
Which we always have to put a box out there to just get power.
Right.
So
Yeah. Mhm.
we're running that,
Mhm.
and then we'll do the landscaping around it,
Right.
beautification I call it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
We started the fence on the side there. That would be the south side of the park, and the azaleas are planted. That's a border that's going to go all the way
All
around.
around. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
And the biggest thing we had was I think was the tearing the bathrooms down. That one bathroom, there were 3 outbuildings there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we demolished those, but in doing so, about 2 weeks ago, we hit a septic tank that was underground. We didn't know.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
So
It's
we,
been. Oh, yeah.
we're getting all that fast. Got to get pumped out.
And fill back with sand and all that. Yeah.
You'll see the foundation poured for all. There's going to be one. It's going to be like the other bathroom.
Okay.
It'll have a storage building over there where they can keep the tools instead of 3 different
places.
outbuildings.
Okay. Yeah.
They had the shade there, and that was kind of rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's just a lot of things we're gonna touch up on the mulch in the toy box, the toys.
Tour box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make it
Yeah. Yeah. Make it look good.
good. But we got a lot going
Yeah.
do. And anything we can get, we got budget. We're gonna throw it to it.
That's right. And that's the key. Optics are everything. So when we see improvement in the community, we see things that are changing. We see improvements, and so it elevates the community and the people,
Right.
and it pulls us together because we got a common goal. So everybody want a better job. Everybody want better things for their
That's right.
family, their
That's right.
kids. They want to live better, drive better, eat better. They want to be successful in life,
Mhm.
and so when we offer some tools and some places that we can begin to interject to beautify our community, and it's noticeable. I
Yes.
tell you, it really was. So when anybody drive down MLK, whatever, they can see those type of things. And we was at Mayfest, when they had it over at the park over there.
Yes.
And man, I had a great time with National Day of Prayer, so I was part of it.
Yes.
And so all the vendors were there, man. And I tell you, we went in and bought some of the food that were being prepared out there. The wife and myself, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
Food was good, and
That was a good time.
it was just awesome. And so my wife and I, we talked about that. That's still infrastructure, but then community involvement, becoming a company of people, and all of those vendors coming together from all around, creating that
That's right.
type of environment.
exactly
which
right.
it was good, man. I tell you, I really enjoyed myself. And so, wow,
There's one more thing to
go
add
ahead.
to it.
Mhm.
I'm taking too much time.
No, go ahead. This is real talk with the mayor.
But the park, I want to thank Commissioner Reynolds, Kareem Reynolds.
Yeah, yeah, he's
80
awesome, man.
something $1,000 out of his discretionary fund
Yeah,
from the commission
you're right.
to redo the walking path. Which,
Wow.
if you walked it,
Yeah,
roots growing up in it,
yeah,
it's not so good.
yeah.
But he got us that money to do that.
Wow, that's awesome. We're gonna give him kudos
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, no doubt.
We're gonna give him kudos, and he's a great impact in our community. I
100%.
mean, they were doing the cook off at down on
I
MLK.
missed that.
Yeah.
They called me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I actually was sick. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they called me. Him and Don Taylor.
Yeah, so they were doing Don was there, so
Yeah.
I kind of walked through and did a little quick video.
Yeah.
But that community environment, that community input
Right.
that Kareem Reynolds brings here, and he brings a great impact, great attitude, great leader, great. He's just great all the way around,
Right.
you know. And you know where he came from, Sunset Drive. That's where I was born.
That's
and
right. That's right. That's okay. That's
and
good.
that's okay.
That's okay.
So we salute him.
You almost in the city.
Almost in the city.
I got you.
Wow, all right. So yeah, well, let's talk about Dawn Taylor a little bit since you brought it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's another great leader in the
Oh
community.
yeah. These kids, man.
Yeah, they just
He's
hey,
best.
they doing great things, and we are proud of those guys
Oh, yeah.
that bring community together, coming from a community to a company of people.
Right. Right.
And so when I was down there, they had all the tits, man, and it was just involvement, everybody having a good time. So we got strong leaders there with these
We
guys,
do.
and we're bringing community involvement where
That's
we
right.
didn't have it before. Now we got buy-in from a younger generation that's putting their stamp and putting their footprint and
Yes.
letting them know that, hey, this is how we do it. This is how we move. This is the structure that we want to create, and move forward and do
That's
it
right.
as a team effort
That's
because it impacts us all and it blesses all at the
That's
same
right.
time. Yeah.
That's right.
So let's go so we talked about healthcare, infrastructure, education. So let's talk about public safety.
Well, yeah, we'll just roll right into that.
Yeah.
We talking about that. I mean, we're crime is down 62%.
Wow.
And I made sure
Yeah.
before this meeting.
Yeah.
I went and got stats.
All right. All right.
So
all
we
right.
Unfortunately we had the incident this
Mhm.
weekend. It kind of went down that actually transpired somewhere else and
Yeah.
just moved down.
Mhm.
Well, those guys wasn't from here. It still happened. I know it.
Right. Yeah.
But far as our people here,
Yeah.
they get along good.
Yeah.
Right now we get
Yeah, we
everything.
do, yeah.
Everything getting better. It's looking
Right.
better.
Looking better. Yeah.
And that's what matters. But
Yes.
we'll talk about it a little more. We
Yeah.
had and I'll tell you what that's attributed to. And the police force, they now are able to do a lot more training.
Right.
They
Okay.
go into training,
Yeah.
different trainings.
Yeah.
And we made some changes.
Okay.
Few changes.
Yes.
With Director Brooks now
Okay.
and Chief Sessions.
Okay.
So I made a change there,
Right.
and they're both enjoying it.
Yes.
We're getting some of our old, I would say, policies, ordinances updated,
Right.
and
Okay.
it's just a lot more help. And Chief Sessions, he likes to be out on the ground, boots
Yes.
on the ground,
Yeah.
and Director Brooks, he's just he likes to do he's working with the fire department more than anything, and I think
Right.
he's seen a lot of what goes on there too.
Yes, sir. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
kudos to all
All
those
of
guys,
it.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we just gonna keep moving forward and doing what we're doing on the
Mhm.
crime or whatever you want to call it, public safety.
Yeah. Creating a positive
Yeah.
impact, and,
Yeah.
and,
Just
and all
make
of those 5 bullet points, and all those 5 things that impact. Go back to KT, community involvement, kitchen table,
Yeah.
families. Yeah.
That's
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly
families,
right.
man. So
Yeah.
wow. So we down to the last one, the industry and economic growth. Talk
Okay.
about that a little bit.
Businesses, that's what keeps us going.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Tax and revenue.
So I can tell you a few things, and
Yeah.
I think I said this the last time, but I got to say it one more time. So, Coastal Growers Peanut Shelling Facility.
Yeah.
I feel that we're getting really close on that deal.
Bringing it. Okay.
As you know, that's 100+ jobs
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
lost.
Wow.
We're trying to get back.
Okay. Wow.
And then we have there's two opportunities at River King,
Okay.
whether it be food or what have you.
Yeah. Huh?
And then the old Brown Precision Building, we got people to the table interested in that and buying that and starting
Talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
a little bit. That was Brown Precision was the owner of that. We had a contract with Boeing.
Okay.
Okay, he come out of Huntsville, built this
Okay.
off of I-65 right here in
Oh
Atmore,
yes, sir. Yeah, up there. Yeah.
and
Mhm.
basically Boeing went under.
Okay.
Okay, so they it wasn't their fault,
Right. Yeah.
and they lost a huge contract that affected it. So
Okay.
we got Jess Nicholas and Chris Walker and these guys looking for another business to
No.
come
Okay.
there.
Wow.
But
Awesome.
but it's been the business side of it's been good. It's slow go. We got people inquiring about a lot of
A
stuff,
lot of stuff.
new stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it seems like I don't know once a month we got a ribbon cutting here somewhere. Somebody
Wow.
opening something and just trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing
My
wrong.
hats
'Cause,
off to you.
yeah,
More power
hats
to
off
you.
because but like you say, coming from the community to a company of people, yeah, with those businesses,
That's right.
that infrastructure, the growth,
That's right.
reaching out, and then like you said, you got a lot of people working on a lot of things. But then too, again, when you start doing that, you start meeting new people. You
That's
start
right.
getting this door led you to this door, but then it may have opened up another door for something else that will
That's right.
benefit our city
That's right.
and cause what the infrastructure and the things that we're trying to accomplish. But relationships are very vitally important, and they create an opportunity and a door for success. And so, man, I tell you, with those 5 points, so well, give us a little future plans for the remaining of 2026 and moving into 2027. What you're forecasting there, and what are your plans?
Well, my plans are continue. I implemented these five. This was on my radar.
Yeah.
This is what I thought this community needed,
Yes, sir. Mhm.
and I think I won't get it done in this term. It's
Mhm.
going to take time
Okay.
to make all this grow.
Right. Yeah.
So I really got to focus on this, but we got to keep. Everybody wants to be safe and
Yeah.
live safe.
Yes.
So we got to have the crime remain
Down.
go on down,
Yes, sir.
come down.
Come on down some more.
You got to have the businesses come in. That's
Right.
what I want to see.
Mhm.
I want to see more, industry come in
Yes.
where people can get jobs. We got a great college out here, Coastal.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
We got Alto here.
Yeah.
And they're doing an expansion. So
Okay. Wow.
so
That's
they're
awesome.
going to do expansion. I just got to keep. I want to keep focusing on all those five.
All those 5 things.
I
Yeah.
mean that can be evergreen. It could be just roll
Yeah,
over.
I mean, and then within that, those 5 points or those five things that you have. I mean, for us, community involvement connects to all of them.
That's right.
And so growth comes in one sector, comes in another, but it impacts all those 5 things that you're
That's
wanting
right.
to accomplish.
That's right.
And so we so thankful and grateful that you came and gave us a little bit of your time.
Yeah,
So
man, I appreciate you having me.
yeah, it's been a good time. So. Yeah, so talk a little bit about yesterday. We was over at Davis Catfish. I saw y'all guys over there. I had a good time over there.
Yeah, it was fun.
It. It was
fun.
enjoyed.
It was
So
fun.
we enjoyed it. So once I leave here, I'm going to vote as well. So we just want to thank you for coming
Thank you
out.
so much.
Thank you for
Yes,
joining
sir.
us today. And so it's been good. So
Yep.
I'm excited about where Atmore is going. We're looking forward to some things, changes. AI is here. So
That's right.
and I was watching a podcast, and they were saying that AI is going to remove 92 million jobs by 2030,
Ooh.
and so and then it is also going to create at least 200 million jobs. And so transition. I mean, technology is moving at warp speed, and so what I say, yeah, let's get there. Let's get this training. See what can you do for your niche. You got niche, like a grandmother. She's been raising kids all of her life, but she's pretty much an expert in that
That's
field.
right. That's
But
right.
then we create the system. The system is she's an expert in raising kids. But then we put on her platforms to give her wisdom to younger mothers and community leaders.
Right.
And then we talked a little bit about that kindergarten. Creating a system there, improving that how we can to improve the reading level when the third graders when they're going in, kindergarten, first, second, and third graders, and moving forward there. So
Right.
just by asking a question, then you'll get an answer. So creating some innovative systems there, through technology, AI, and through meeting some more people, and this brings some strong leadership and skill sets to the city of Atmore.
I agree.
So we thank you for joining.